swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. A slave song coded with escape routes to freedom. Sun in fields under whips. Then stolen, repackaged, and sold back as entertainment. Fast forward, white execs own the masters to f*** the police. Black creators build empires, get crumbs. This ain't new. It's the same script flipped for centuries. This is a black card special, from spirituals to streams. The theft of black sound. The journey of how black pain, joy, and genius birthed American music only for it to be mocked, mined, and monetized by outsiders. From plantation spirituals to blackface stages, stolen blues royalties to blaxploitation beats, all the way to gangster rap catalogs locked in white vaults. No cap, this is the soundtrack of exploitation. Let's trace the bars. Slave songs, the roots of resistance and ripoff, early 1800s. Enslaved Africans in the American South. Work songs, field hollers, spirituals, not just music survival tools. Wade in the water warns of dogs tracking scents. Follow the drinking gourd maps the Big Dipper to the North Star for runaways. Frederick Douglass writes in 1845, I did not, when a slave, understand the deep meaning of those rude and apparently incoherent songs. I was myself within the circle, so that I neither saw nor heard as those without might see and hear. These songs blend African rhythms with biblical stories. Hope in hell. But white overseers hear profit. By the 1870s, Fisk Jubilee singers, black students from Fisk University tour Europe and America performing spirituals. Raise money for the school. White audiences love it. But the singers? Exploited on the road, underpaid. The pattern starts. Black creation as spectacle. White control. Blackface minstrelsy. Mockery masquerading as music 1830s. Thomas Daddy Rice, a white performer, sees an enslaved black man named Jim Crow dancing. Steals the moves. Paints his face black with burnt cork. Performs Jump Jim Crow in 1832. Crowds eat it up. Minstrel shows explode. White men in blackface caricature black life. Lazy stereotypes. Exaggerated dialects. Songs like Zip Coon and Old Dan Tucker. Dan Emmett, white guy, claims Dixie in 1859, later the Confederate anthem. But the roots? Stolen from black musicians. Stephen Foster, father of American music, rips off spirituals for hits like Oh, Susanna and Camptown Races. Gets rich. Black originators get nothing. No credit. No royalties. By the late 1800s, even black performers like Bert Williams join minstrelsy to eat forced to black up their own faces. W.C. Handy, father of the blues, sees it. White theft turning black expression into a joke. The mockery masks the mimicry. Theft of black creator royalties. Blues to rock and roll heist early 1900s. Blues emerges from the Delta. Robert Johnson at the Crossroads. Marie. Bessie Smith. Songs of love, loss, labor. Mother of the blues Rainey Mentors Smith. They tour vaudeville. Record for white-toned labels like Paramount and Columbia. But contracts. Predatory. Flat fees. No residuals. Bessie Smith sells millions of records in the 20s, penniless in 1937 after a car crash. Denied care at a white hospital. Legend says she bled out. Truth is, the system bled her dry first. 1950s. Rock and roll. Chuck Berry invents the duck walk. Riffs that define the genre. Johnny B. Good. But Elvis Presley covers black hits like Big Mama Thornton's Hound Dog. gets the fame. The Chicks. Barry fights lawsuits for decades over stolen song credits. Led Zeppelin lifts Willie Dixon's "You Need Love" for Whole Lotta Love settles out of court in 1985. The Beatles credit black influences, but the pattern holds: black innovation, white capitalization. Royalties flow one way. Blaxploitation, Shaft, Superfly, and stolen soundtracks 1970s. Hollywood sees green and black stories. Blaxploitation films. Sweet Sweetback's Badass song in 1971 kicks it off. Melvin Van Peebles writes, directs, stars, scores. Independent. Raw. Then studios jump in. Shaft. Superfly. Foxy Brown. Black heroes fighting the man. But white producers control. MGM owns Shaft. Warner Bros. Owns Superfly. Profits go up the chain. Soundtracks steal the show. Isaac Hayes wins an Oscar for theme from Shaft in 1972, first black composer to win for original score. Curtis Mayfield's Superfly album outsells the movie. Critiques the drug life while scoring it. But artists get boxed. Hayes and Mayfield push boundaries, but labels push blaxploitation sound as a fad. By mid-70s, genre fades. White studios move on. Black creators left with typecasting and uneven paydays. The theft? Cultural cachet without real power. White labels owning gangster rap masters, from streets to boardrooms 1980s to 90s. Gangster rap rises from Compton, South Central. NWA. Straight Outta Compton in 1988. Ice-T. Public Enemy. Chronicling crack, cops, cycles. But labels? White-owned. Ruthless Records starts black with Eazy-E, but Interscope under Time Warner distributes. Suge Knight's Death Row partners with Interscope in 1991. Dr. Dre, Snoop, Tupac sign. Hits explode. Tupac sells millions. Dies in 1996. Estate battles drag on. Masters end up with white conglomerates. Amaru Entertainment fights, but catalogs get sold. Death Row to Hasbro in 2022. Nah, earlier to E1, then MNRK White Capital all the way. Eminem signs to Aftermath/Interscope in 1998. White rapper on black beats. Gets the push. Meanwhile, original creators like Scott Storch produce, but ownership stays upstream. Streaming era, Spotify, Apple Pay pennies. Black artists stream billions, see fractions. The theft evolves, from outright stealing to fair contracts that still extract. Closing from coded spirituals sun in chains to bars spat over beats about those same chains. Black music has always been resistance. But the theft? Consistent. Blackface mocked it. Labels mind it. Hollywood fadified it. Own it. This special card pulls the thread. America's soundtrack is black. The royalties ain't. It's why culture vultures is still slang in 2026. No fantasy. Just facts hitting different. This is Black Card Special. From spirituals to streams. The theft of black sound. What card hits hardest? Drop your thoughts below. More cards coming. Stay locked in.